Hi guys, and welcome to Handmade UK. I'm creating this video because a lot of you are wondering how I do the stickers that I put on some of my creations. Like this one, for instance. I've custom made and designed I think it was a lager jar, but I've just added my stickers. This one's a bumblebee, and I've also added it to some clay, and I've also got a girl here. Now, the good thing about these stickers is you can put them on absolutely anything you want. And all you need is some ordinary paper. I've got a HP DeskJet printer, which I think is just a normal inkjet printer, and some Cellotape, which you have, or probably a lot of you have, just lying around the house, so it's really easy, and you can add it onto anything from clay to glass to wood to painted items that you've got around the house. So let's get started. Guys, so now all I've done is I've printed out on plain white paper the design that I want. As I said before, I've just got a normal inkjet, so any printer should be okay. I mean, I haven't experimented, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Cellotape, and I'm going to start very carefully putting it onto the drawing, flattening the piece as I go, making sure there's no bubbles whatsoever, and I'm also making sure it overlaps by a couple of centimeters each side. Okay, let's get another piece, and it doesn't matter if the Cellotape overlaps another piece of Cellotape, because you need to make sure there's no gaps whatsoever. Okay, that's another one down. And I'm doing this on a craft board and some tissue paper, just because the next step you're going to score it, and it will just help protect any of the surface that you've got underneath. Okay. Okay, there we go. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply cut it out. Make sure my laptop doesn't die on me. Simply cut it out of the paper. Doesn't matter how you do it, just simply cutting around the shape. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, so now I've got it, I'm just going to flatten it again, and with my scissors I'm just going to score it. You can do it press fairly hard, but not hard enough that you go through the Cellotape, but just scoring it all over the image. Go another way for now. Making sure you get every little part of the image. Okay, now step 2, or is that step 3? That would be step 3, sorry. Step 3 is getting some water. Now this is why I said put tissue paper down, because it can get a bit messy. Right, and now you're just going to gently, with your fingers, putting your fingers in the water. I'll get my cup so you can see what I'm doing. My fingers in the water, I'm just dabbing the water, making sure it gets fairly well soaked, but you can start seeing the image through the paper. Making sure you get every little bit of the image, because it's easy to forget where the image goes, so make sure you get a couple of centimetres outside the image. There we go. It's looking good. I tend to go up to the edges of where I've cut, just because it's easier to peel off the paper from the sellotape, because otherwise you'll be right. Okay, so lift it up gently, making sure water isn't too going everywhere. Right, so now you can see it's gone. That's the paper side. It's gone all the way through, so you can see the image through the paper. Right, now you get the scissors and slowly peel away the image. And once you've started it, I tend to use my finger, because if you use the scissors, you tend to scratch away the ink. Right, I don't know if you can see, but that is working. You can see there, I've slowly peeled off the corner of the bee, and it has stuck to the sellotape, which is really good news. So it's worked. And now I'm slowly going to very gently peel off the rest of the paper. Going round, making sure I get every little bit, because it's very easy to, if you've got it on tissue paper, to miss bits. Okay. So I will stop the video and come back to you when I've finished. See you in a bit. Okay, so what I've got now is the design on the sellotape, but as you can see, there's still a little bit left to come off. So I'm just quickly going to scrape them off with my finger. As you can see, the sellotape's starting as it dries to get sticky again, which is what we want. Okay, that's better. You can keep checking it in the light. Helps a lot. That's why I always, it tends to help if you've got the curtains closed and a light beside you, because you can't always see if you've got the sunlight behind you. There we go, that'll do. So now stage 4 is cutting around the image very gently. Very gently cutting around the image. And as I get closer, I tend to not go too close with the scissors. I tend to use a craft knife to slowly chip away at it, as you can see. Slowly does it, just so you've got the image coming out to you. Okay, and I will come back to you when I'm done. Okay, and there you have it. My bumblebee all cut out and ready to be stuck on. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And please check out my website. It's handmadeuk.store. There's a lot more tutorials on there, and items that you can purchase that what I've made or one of my affiliates have made. Beautiful products. So thank you very much.